your hands and stomp your feet. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. A rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go. A rig-a-jig-jig and away we go. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho.
It's time for Wakilisha, where we feature different kids' talents. Have you discovered your talent yet? Well, some kids have discovered their talent and they're utilizing it. Well, let's have a look at them on Wakilisha.
Good morning, my name is Kendi Kathleen, and here with me are the members of Kinderville Junior School Journalism Club. We would like to ask you a few questions. Who are you and what does your job entail?
Thank you very much. I'm Eric Owino, the principal of Kinderville Junior School. My job is actually about planning, organizing, setting up the synergies for the teamwork so that we run our day-to-day programs in a good manner.
Being the principal of this school, what exactly does leadership mean, according to you?
According to me, leadership is about our mission and values of the school, where we think of discipline, we think of excellence, we think of being proactive, creative, and being sensitive, and in what relationship that we have as a school. So everything that we do is anchored on leadership, which we know that at any level, any child or any leader, any pupil can be a leader.
We as the Journalism Club have heard about the Leader in Me program. What exactly is Leader in Me?
The Leader in Me is after nurturing influential leader, and as a school we've identified that you don't nurture a leader in old age. All leaders must be nurtured from when they're very young so that they take charge of what they do, take charge of their programs, be responsible at all quarters.
What inspired you to begin the Leader in Me, and how unique has it made your school?
The Leader in Me program has its own habits that we try to inculcate in the young leaders. We would like them to always think of the end as they start anything they are doing. We want them to always have the win-win mentality or attitude. We'd like the leaders to be proactive. We'd like them to synergize. We'd like them to own their own destiny. So the entire leadership program entitles the children or the learners in this school to inspire to do that.
So what are some of the milestones you have achieved so far as Leader in Me is concerned?
In this institution, the levels of discipline are very high. Learners are very responsible. We don't have the magnitudes of failure to do homework or accomplish any assignment as in other schools. Most of our leaders here, we call all our learners leaders. They're very proactive. They have this win-win attitude. They listen to people sensitively, actively. They synergize and work as a team. And lastly, they always sharpen the saw, which means they always reinvent themselves to always be new in everything that they do.
Last but not least, would you propose this program to be rolled in all schools in Kenya?
Definitely. If you look at what has been happening around this country, where young learners opt to burn schools, become indisciplined, beat teachers, and do the like things of the sort, we need to have the leadership program in all schools to enhance the discipline in our children, to make our learners hold their destiny in their hands, so that they get to know that it is a choice they make to become leaders. It is a choice you make to be what you want, so that whatever they do, they know will have to come as a repercussion in the end. Otherwise, I would propose this to all the schools in the country.
Thank you for your time, and we wish you well in your future endeavors.
Thank you very much.
Baby,
It's time for Vibe Corner, where we have opinion question, tongue twisters, and riddles. But let's start off with an opinion question.
The best present I've ever received is a PlayStation 4. And why I think it's the best present because I earned it.
The best present I've ever received is a laptop. And it's the best present because I can use it for learning.
The best present I've ever received is a laptop. And the reason why is because it helps me build my knowledge, and that's the best thing about it.
Tongue twisters help us improve and perfect our pronunciation. So let's start with this one.
Kitty caught the kitten in the kitchen. Kitty caught the kitten in the kitchen. Kitty caught the kitten in the kitchen.
Kitty caught the kitten in the kitchen. Kitty caught the kitten in the kitchen. Kitty caught the kitten in the kitchen.
Kitty caught the kitten in the kitchen. Kitty caught the kitten in the kitchen. Kitty caught the kitten in the kitchen.
Who is ready for a riddle? Well, riddle.
I think the answer to the riddle is my name. As for why, it's because my name is mostly used because I don't speak about my name, but I speak about others' names.
I think it's my name, and why I think it's my name, it's because most people say my name, then I say my name myself.
I think it's my name because most people use my name.
The answer to the riddle is at the bottom of your screen. Did you get it right? If you did, hooray! If you didn't, we'll have another awesome riddle next Saturday. Who is ready to learn something awesome on phonology with Mwalimu Njugu? I know I am.
Hello boys and girls, it's time for phonology. My name is Mwalimu Njugu, and today I'm going to show you how to make a propeller using a pair of scissors, glue, and an A4 paper. So the first step is to cut it to get the right size of the paper. Cut off the part that you don't need, that you don't require. Cut at the corner, you cut towards the center, or the four corners. So you cut towards the center, that way. Don't go all the way to the center, just somewhere there, then do it on the other corner too, there, good. Then repeat the same thing to all the other corners, there. Then we need to glue them here, this one at the center. Not too much, not too little, just enough. So have some glue at the center and at the edge, at the tip there. And be very patient with it. There. Then again, the next one. Apply glue on top again. You can press it for a few minutes for it to remain intact. Then the last one, again to the center. Press it for a few minutes for it to remain intact. Then you need to make a hole at the center where we're going to insert our piece of plastic, and be plastic and be wood there. So you can use any sharp tool, a needle or a pencil, something sharp, but be careful so that you don't hurt yourself. So you make a hole at the center there. Then insert it on the outer part. There, boys and girls, we have our propeller made from just an A4 paper. You can try making yours at home, and remember to share it to our social media platform. Till next time, bye.
It's time for My Hero. Who is that one person that inspires you to think about your career? Well, let's have a look at My Hero today.
My name is Aflin Achieng Akumu. I'm a music teacher at Brookhurst International School. I teach from year 5 all the way to the A levels. So a music teacher is someone who mentors students into musicianship. So we have different areas of musicianship. We have composition, where someone is taught how to come up with their own music, how to write it. We also have people who do music as research work. So in this area, we'll find that we learn about the history of music. We learn about the different characteristics of music, how you can use music to solve different problems that we have today. Then we also have the biggest part, which is the performance. And it ranges from different things, from voice to all the type of instruments that we have. And in the world today, we also have DJing, and we also have music production. So a music teacher can do all this. My day starts differently, depending on which day. For Monday, we normally have a parade that, like we have things that we have to prepare for music on Monday, and performance for Wednesday, and also the national anthem on Mondays and Fridays. So on those particular days, my day starts early, but the remaining days it starts at 8, where I get to teach different classes. My biggest achievement, I will say it is in 2 areas. First is academically, because we, so far in the last exam, we had 100% pass in music at the IGCSE level. That was a big achievement to me. And the next achievement is on performance. Getting to have the students on board and having a band, a choir, where we can sing together. That is also something that has been a good achievement to me. I would say my biggest motivation is my passion for music. I really love music to the extent that I had to do everything in my capacity to enable me pursue music. Initially, I wasn't to pursue it, but I had to convince my parents and all the people who I needed to come on board to enable me pursue music. So that is what drives me. Every day I wake up and I'm like, I love music, let's do this. If I'm going to make someone else be a better musician, why not? The challenges are quite a number, because as a music teacher, when you come to the marketplace, then you realize you have to be all round. You have to almost know everything. Then you're coming in to maybe, let's say, to a class where it has different students expecting different things. So you have to make sure you're able to play the piano, you're able to instruct a guitar, you're able to instruct anything that a student will bring to you. So that is a big challenge. But as times go by, you become a better person, you become a better musician. Yeah, and the other challenge will be on the students. You'll have different students with different capability, and sometimes on their side they will not understand why they are not getting it faster than someone else, or maybe their parents, or maybe the school administration. So sometimes you'll feel frustrated because you want to help the student to learn the instrument or to get something. But he or she on the other end feels like, why is so-and-so getting it faster than me? How comes he learned it in 2 days? I have to learn it for 1 week, for 1 term. I think that is the other challenge. If anyone wants to go the music way, I will encourage them that music has a lot. And you will be so happy. So what you do, make sure you just convince the people who are around you, and also get to practice, because that is what will make you a better musician. Whatever thing you decide that you want to do, as far as music is concerned, practice, 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 and make sure you have backup of people who are willing to support you to go all the way.
Oh, my soul, worship His holy name.
Sit back, relax, and listen, because we're about to read a story on Story Time.
Hello boys and girls, it's story time. My name is Mwalimu Njogu, and today I want to take you deep into the forest where you're going to meet Mr. Fox. So the title of my story is The Fox and the Grapes. Boys and girls, are we ready for the story?
Yes.
Are we ready for the story?
Yes.
Very good. So I want you to listen keenly, and then at the end of it, I'm going to ask you questions. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Very good. So I'll start. So one day, a fox saw some ripe grapes hanging from a vine. He was very hungry and thirsty and thought the grapes looked delicious. So he stood on his toes and tried to get the grapes, but he couldn't reach them. They were too high up. They were too high up. Very good. So the fox tried jumping, but no matter how many times he jumped or how high he jumped, he still couldn't reach the grapes. He still couldn't reach the grapes. Very good. So at last, he gave up. He had wanted the grapes very badly, but now, as he walked away, he thought crossly to himself, I didn't really want those grapes. They are probably not ripe anyway. So that's the end of the story. Is it a nice story?
Yes.
So are you ready for the questions?
Yes.
Very good. So who can mention one animal mentioned in the story? Yes, yes, my friend?
The fox.
The fox. Very good. I can see you are listening. Very good. So it is good to listen. The next question. Who can mention one fruit mentioned in the story? Yes?
The fruit named in the story was the grapes.
The grapes are, it's a fruit mentioned in the story. Do you love grapes?
Yes.
Very good. So which color are they? All of us? Yes?
The grapes are purple in color.
Very good. Now, of course, after reading a story, there is something we learn from it. Have you learned something from the story?
Yes.
So, what have we learned from the story? Yes?
It is good to work hard for what you want.
So, boys and girls, it's good to work hard for what you want in life. Because nothing comes easy. You must work hard for what you want. Is it clear?
Yes.
Very good. What else do we learn from the story? Yes?
Fools hate what they can't get.
Fools hate what they cannot get. You know, fools don't like working very hard to what they want. So they end up hating what they want and they give up. Okay? Very good. What else do we learn from the story? Yes?
Never give up.
Never give up. You should need to press on and press on until you get what you want in life. Is that clear?
Yes.
Very good. So what else do we learn from the story?
The fox is greedy.
Fox is greedy. Very good. Yeah, it is good. Yeah, it's greedy. So boys and girls, that's it. I hope you've learned that it is always good to work hard to what you want. Till next time, bye.
going to get to the kitchen and learn a new simple recipe.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Kitchen Corner, and today we have another fabulous recipe, very simple one that we're going to try at home. So we're going to be making our potato wedges. What we need for the potato wedges, I've assembled everything over here. As you can see, we have potatoes. I've already peeled the potatoes just to save on some time. Then we have some cooking oil which we're going to fry the potatoes in. Finally, we have some salt which we're going to season the potatoes with. Then as we're frying our potatoes, we're going to be making a salad or a salsa on the side. For that, I have just one tomato. I'm going to use 2 onions, and I have coriander or dhania, some fresh coriander over here. So we're going to start by slicing our potatoes into wedge shape. What that means is we're going to slice it once like that. Then we're going to slice it again like that. So this is what is called a wedge shape. As you can see, the angle is forming a wedge. And we're going to go through the same process with all the potatoes. When you're making such a dish, it's important to try and have all the potatoes to be similar sizes so that they can cook at the same time and also cook evenly. So we're just going to slice our potatoes one by one. So now that we've sliced all our potatoes into this wedge shape, we're going to pre-boil or blanch the potatoes. So what that means is we're going to be boiling the potatoes for about 15 minutes in some water. The best way to start with some cold water. Then we add a pinch of salt into the cold water. We turn the gas on. We slowly add our potatoes into the pan. So you want to make sure you're using cold water to start boiling the potatoes. This way it ensures that the potatoes will cook all the way through to the middle. So we're going to let these boil for about 15 minutes. Then we're going to remove them from the water. As we're waiting for that, we're going to start preparing our tomato salsa. We're going to start by slicing some onions that I've already peeled here. And we're going to slice the onions into very small cubes. So first of all, you slice it into a half like that. And you want to make sure you're using a sharp knife as you're doing this. Remember that it is safer to use a sharp knife to avoid accidents in the kitchen. So the shape that we are cutting is called a brunoise. It's like very, very tiny cubes. Then we're just going to go through one more time to make sure everything is about the same size. Then once our onions are sliced, we're going to put them in a bowl. So we take a tomato, slice it in half. We're going to remove that part, the green part. And then the same as the onions, we're going to go slowly. Finally, we're going to take some fresh coriander that's been washed. So we're going to twist that like that. And then we're going to look for very, very thin slices. So remember to chop very, very slowly. Now that that is done, we have our tomatoes, our onions, and our coriander in here. We're going to put a bit of salt and then we're going to mix it all together. I'm going to add that to the mixture, about that 2 pinches of salt, and then we're going to take our fork and we're going to gradually mix this. So we slowly, gradually mix this until all the elements are mixed equally together. Then we're going to pop this in the fridge for about an hour. After being in the fridge for about an hour, the salsa is going to be ready for consumption. So when making a salad, you want to add the extra crispiness by making it refrigerated. And then I'm going to taste a bit just to make sure that everything is well balanced. I'll put a bit of salt and everything has come together nicely. So I'm going to put this in the fridge and we're going to come back and visit it after an hour. So now we have our potatoes here. They've been boiling for the past about 12 to 13, 15 minutes. How to check if your potatoes are done and they're ready to be fried? You just take a fork like I have and then you gently pierce the potato. So as you can see, the potato skin is very soft and the fork is going all the way inside, very gently. So that means that our potatoes are now ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain them out of this water and go on to the next process. So now after draining the potatoes, you can see that they are all cooked through and they're ready for the next step. So the next step is going to be deep frying them. On the side here, I have some very, very hot oil. As you can see, the oil is very hot and it's ready for the potatoes. And we're gently going to start putting the potatoes in. We have to be really, really careful when doing this. You don't want the hot oil coming over the top of the pan. We're going to be deep frying the potatoes for only about 3 minutes. Once they get the golden color, we remove them from the oil. Remember, the potatoes are already cooked, so we're just giving them a crispy coating. So one way to know if the product you're deep frying is almost ready, you can see the bubbles are coming less and less. So that means that the potatoes are just about 30 seconds away. Then we're going to prepare a dish with some kitchen towel where we're going to start placing the potatoes. So now that the potatoes are ready, we can start removing them from the oil. Remember, you want to drain as much oil from the potatoes as possible. Then you put them on the paper towel so that it can absorb the extra oil. And you repeat the process again and again. So after draining the excess oil from all the potatoes, the next step is we're going to season them. Just take a pinch of salt and then spread, just to make sure that every piece has a bit of salt. Then now we're going to put them on the plate that we're going to be using to eat. After that, we have some homemade barbecue sauce here that we put on the side, and then we're also going to be serving this with the salsa that we made. So we're just going to take some salsa and then scoop it in the sauce bowl. And that is done. The potato wedges are ready. I'm going to taste them and I'm going to let you know how they are. So we just take one piece. I'm going to put it in the barbecue sauce, first of all. Then I'm also going to put a bit of salsa on top, just like that. This is amazing. This is so simple, so easy to make. You can never go wrong with making potato wedges. So I'll see you same place, same time next week. I hope you really enjoyed trying out this new recipe. Bye!
Wow, that was delicious. Make sure you try it at home with your parents, siblings, and guardians. And make sure to always be careful in the kitchen. We have come to the end of the show today. I hope you've learned and had so much fun. Let's do this next Saturday. Same place, same time. Till then, take care. Enjoy your weekend. Bye!
We clapped our hands and stomped our feet. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. A rig-a-jig-jig and away